Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's turn this down. Turn this down. Look in Spotify from over here. What's up, Kev? Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We live, DJ Mel. I'm a little bit late because my mom was cooking breakfast upstairs and she just finished. Like right at 9 o'clock. So I had to make the decision to eat some sausage and eggs and biscuits. So I just watched the first few. I up there and came down. Already had my workout. Went and walked the whole neighborhood a couple of times. Played some basketball. Had a nice little morning. Still supposed to be working out. The breakfast call came in the middle of my workout too. So there's that. Sorry. There we go. Brian, let me tell you about that Hurts pick. That's good. Let's talk about the Hurts pick before we do anything, because that came with us and we didn't have time to process it yesterday. What's up, everybody? What's up? Good afternoon, Angel. The Hurts pick, I wanted Jalen Hurts in because I wanted to put pressure on Dak Prescott, because I always believe that. I always believe that you need to have a good backup quarterback, and you for your starting quarterback to always be on his P's and Q's or whatever. And then if the starting quarterback gets hurt, the backup quarterback plays or whatever. I always like that. It's like having the best insurance policy. But yet the Dallas Cowboys refuse to do that because they didn't want to offend Tony Romo, and they don't want to offend Dak. You have a definite number two behind them because you don't want them to threaten the job. It's not that job is threatened. It's like the team is trying to win. I mean, what's more important, making sure somebody's securing their job or winning football games, winning football games. So I want a person back, and I want it Hurts because I think Hurts is a winner. Hurts doesn't have the skills like others, but I think Hurts is a winner. You know what I'm saying? And if something did happen to Dak, I was like, Hurts is probably the one person that could probably out Dak Prescott with, his punctuality, the way he runs, the way he facilitates the football, all the stuff that Dak Prescott does, Jalen Hurts can do as well. Now, with the Philadelphia Eagles picking them, I'm going to really sound like a hater, and because I am just a little bit. I can. This is my prediction. And if it happens, you heard it here first, and I'm putting it here on tape. If Carson Wentz gets hurt, when Carson Wentz gets hurt, Jalen Hurts might take that job and not lose. I don't know if he's going to get it back, but I know he might take that job. And if he just don't lose, it's going to put the seed of doubt in that whole franchise or whatever with their starter. If their starter comes back and loses some football games or whatever. Because Jalen Hurts might not have the arm as Carson Wentz, as we all know. But Jalen Hurts is a winner, and he's proven on a lot of levels. And then the second thing about it that makes the most sense about Hurts coming in, it's the way they use Carson Wentz. Now, the deep ball is what Carson Wentz needs, and that's the reason why they got that, what's his name, in the first round. It's for the deep ball. Carson Wentz is killer in that, and that's a whole aspect of the offense that would be different with Carson Wentz, blah, blah, blah. Now, without that, all Carson Wentz did was little short passes, seams to the tight ends. There was no pass on Carson Wentz's in his Rolodex that Jalen Hurts couldn't do himself, is what I'm trying to say. The only pass that he's got was that long pass to Deshaun Jackson that Jalen Hurts hasn't got. So Jalen Hurts has to develop the deep ball, to really be as equal with Carson Wentz. But without the deep threat or whatever, Jalen Hurts can do everything Carson Wentz can do. That pick killed your Eagles fans' friends. I know it did. Mine too. I didn't even bother them yesterday, Kyla. I think we should. I just don't like the quarterbacks that are available. They go against what I want. You know what I'm saying? I want another. What's up, Alpha? I want another quarterback that's very similar to Dak Prescott. Sean B. say Jalen Hurts to the Eagles went to the hot seat. It's funny, but you hit it. You heard it here first. If it happened, because winning is the most important thing sometimes. Yeah, I didn't think it was terrible. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Adam. Yeah, this is in this draft. You can especially find some hidden gems in the third round of this draft because it's easier to fall through the cracks because the process wasn't there. Some people didn't even have a pro day. You know what I'm saying? So if they ran bad at the combine, and lots of times you run bad at the combine, then you come back at your pro day and you clean it up, and then your draft stock goes back up. You know what I'm saying? If you perform bad at that combine, then it's being reflected in where you're being drafted. EDB had a complete meltdown. I don't think Dez is totally out of the question. I just don't know how we use Dez. I guess that would be a four. That would be a four tandem of and who can you honestly say someone else on our receiving squad after CD is better than Dez Bryant? No. All right, here's a pick. Panthers. Reggie Corbin. Oh man, that's awesome, Michael Barish. But I'm so the passed on dad stories are just taking the toll on me. Troy Pride Jr. I was looking at him for us. I think we need to go tight end right now. I think we need to go tight end. There was a run on offensive linemen in the draft earlier, and got some of the guys that I would want or whatever. Not the not the guy with the disciplinary problems that dropped, but who else? Ben Barch is still there. Ben Barch, you're dressed. Say hi. Go tell Grammy. Go tell Grammy the Panthers got a cornerback. That's Grammy's team. Grammy? Grammy? Yeah, lots of good tight ends left. I mean, we can get one. We can get a good one right now. Now, Moss is even can go late. There's guys that's better than Moss out there right now. I've loved our draft, Crash. What do I suggest next? Yeah, I think with who I got on my board here. Oh, Liti Futu was on my board. Defensive tackle. That was one of the guys I really wanted. But we already got a defensive tackle. So I said I guess we're not gonna go Futu because I want one of those big Polynesian. It's gonna stay in the middle of your defense and not go anywhere. That's what I wanted. But let me look at my notes here. I think I got them. Yeah. Nitane Muti, he's another big boy, but he's an offensive guard, and he's still available. I'm pretty sure Muti is still available. No, I was going to say Tyler Badass. He's still available, and that would be an awesome pick for us right now. Nick Harris, also a center from Wisconsin. I mean, not Wisconsin, from Washington. That would also be a good pick for us right now. Ben Barch, when I just said Ben Barch is an offensive tackle. That's a good pick for us right now. Did Troy Dye? I think Troy Dye just got picked. I think I just saw Troy Dye get picked, but he was a tall corner. If he's not picked, he's good. We have Akeem Davis Gaither. Hunter Bryant is the tight ends. Hunter Bryant, Harrison Bryant, Bryson Hopkins. Those three. Those are the three tight ends that are real good. I like Hunter Bryant too. Hunter Bryant he's a shorter one. He's the one that's shorter, but he looks like something different than what we have already. You know what I'm saying? So he would be like a guy that would take a short pass and he's a hard tackle once he gets the ball in his hands. So he's one of those, catch the ball and run people over type tight end. Oh, Bryant has gone to Cleveland already? Guards and DB are flying, and I see that. Let me see her. Yep, Harrison Bryant. Yeah, right. I guess right out as I was talking. Bryson Hopkins is still good. Let me take out Harrison. Bryson Hopkins is still good. And you know who's still out there? That DJ Dallas guy's out there, but I don't think 3 running backs is going to make it. Because Pollard is now definitely a running back. And yeah, that would hold me back from Dez. I'm glad I thought of it. Pollard is now our 4th wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? He's our 3rd down back and 4th wide receiver, basically. Because I would rather have Pollard out there, you know what I'm saying? Spread out or whatever, running a route, whatever Pollard can do, because I'd rather him have the ball in his hands, you know what I'm saying, rather than anybody on the receiving corps after CD. Take Fotu off my list. Sadiq Charles is the one I'm talking about. I didn't have him. Yeah, I did have him on my list. I don't know. But it's good we didn't pick him. Yeah, the Ravens got Duvernay. The Ravens are, hey, man. That's a weapon for Lamar Jackson. Yeah, no, I hear Weaver he was good at Boise. I hear he doesn't have much athleticism, so they don't know how it's going to translate to the pros. But I believe that if you have produced on a football field, then it's a good chance that you're going to continue to produce on the football field. You know what I'm saying? So I would give, especially now, I would give Curtis Weaver a chance, because Curtis Weaver in some publications was all the way up to a 2nd rounder. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Corey Harris? Ben Barch is gone. They're picking off my list, man. You know I got a good list if they're picking it apart. Let me see how. I gotta wait till it comes back on. Colin Johnson probably be a little later, Country TV maybe. But yeah, he's 6'6". And Country TV, I like that one catch that Colin, it looked like it was like 6 or 7 yards out of bounds. And Colin reached, I know if you're a Colin Johnson fan, I know the one you're talking about. And he just reached out there and just grabbed it. It was crazy. Kayvon Wallace, Clemson guy. I would take him at this point, of course. He wasn't one of my favorite because he's undersized, Kev, but I'll take him at this point. No, that's no good. I don't think there's any good safeties left, Buddy Johnson. No, Jordan Reed, nothing new on Dak's brother. Bryce Hall, I think Bryce Hall is still there. Unless somebody picked up Bryce Hall this morning. Let me check. Let me go because I was talking to you. No, I don't do MUT. I just do franchise Madden. What's up, Dwayne? Okay. Akeem Davis Gaither, he's on my list. Got to take him off. Missed that one. Sadiq Charles, I took him off. John Simpson was on my list. I got to take him off. Darnay Holmes was not on my list because it's Giants. Giants don't know what they're doing. Solomon Kinley was not on my list, the Dolphins. Joshua Kelly, running back, was not on my list because he was a running back. Troy Pride Jr. was on my list, cornerback, Notre Dame. Leaky Fotu, I really wanted him. Harrison Bryant, I really wanted him for Florida Atlantic, tall. Ben Barch, really wanted him, offensive tackle. And that's it. Now Vikings, we got the Vikings, Broncos, Falcons, Jets, Lions, Colts, Cowboys. 123, seven more picks. Yeah, Hall is still there. Kenny Robinson, the XFL safety. Kenny Robinson. Have to look him up. Randy. Move Cheeto back to safety. The problem is, Larry Jacks, the type of safety we need is a box safety, a big boy. So it'd be better like draft a linebacker and put Jalen Smith at box safety. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's more like. I franchise on PS4. Crash Override says, coworker is a Boise fan and he does not stop talking about Weaver. He said we got one hell of a player in LV when we drafted him. Wouldn't mind taking Weaver now. Yeah. It's just it's going to be a mental blow for us to, in this new era, and then we draft the guy from Boise. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I understand the logic behind drafting Weaver. But you can imagine every Cowboy fan in America. Let me see who the Cowboys drafted. In the fourth round, they got a dude from Boise State again. They take it. We got an A so far, Tropical Mayhem. Burgess is gone, Dexter Green. Dolphins going to win the division. I'm agreeing. I agree with you, Larry Jacks. Broncos pick is in. DJ Wanham. Yeah, you can't just move a corner to safety. There got to be got to have the. I think Cheeto can play free safety, but we signed HaHa for that. So we can't move HaHa down in the box safety because HaHa is just mainly just a free safety and a slot safety. Jalen Hurts will replace Carson. Watch out. Be worried, Carson. The Boise State Cowboys just their stars. We have to move on. Donovan Peoples-Jones is still there. Yes, he is. Yeah, I'm not a hater. No, the way Jalen Hurts went into Oklahoma, picked up a new offense, and took a team that had no defense whatsoever. As far as he did, I would be a little bit scared. Carson Wentz, even though he does not have the arm Carson Wentz has, but there's more intangibles to the quarterback position. There are more intangibles to the quarterback position. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, Joe Montana, did not have an arm. No, we still have Donovan Wilson. Weaver or Tyler Badass is my choice, Dexter. Weaver or Tyler Badass. I would rather like the opposite effect if a Cowboy fan goes in. Let's see who the Cowboys got in the fourth round. Oh, we got another center from Wisconsin. Oh, what's his name? Tyler Badass? That's a whole different feeling. There's no sense of going edge right now, just stars. We won't be picking anybody better than, Joe Jackson. But he had Jerry Rice. Yeah. He ran the same offense that we're gonna run too, NJ Devils. It was more that than it was Jerry Rice. That West Coast offense. No, Weaver is still there. No, I don't, Buddy Johnson. Pay Dak or look for a new quarterback next year. you know. It's just time to get that done. Don't put any more stress on Dak right now, for real. Seriously, just let it happen. Whatever happens, happens. They're only fighting over particulars right now, anyway. I mean if that is the gesture of all. I hope Jerry Jones is listening to me. That is the gesture of all gestures of humanity and everything else. If he just go ahead and just sign the contract with Dak Prescott right now and just set his mind at ease in that part of his life and let him just deal with what he has to deal with off the field. Because it has to be overwhelming at this point. It has to be. So I mean that would be the greatest thing that I've ever seen Jerry Jones. And who cares if you lose the money? Who cares or whatever? Who cares if you got to cut him? Who cares down the road? As far as a human to human thing, that is like the greatest thing that I could think of. Especially when they're only dealing with like little stuff, little particulars. Where we go? Okay, let me see. Ben Barch is gone while I was talking. DJ Wanham, I don't know who that is, from South Carolina. Albert Oguba Boom Bunam from Missouri, tight end. Don't know him either. Michael Walker, don't know him. So we're good. We're good so far. 4 more picks. When is your name going on the wall? When it's built, Jordan. When it's built. When it's built. Oh. It's just like so many things. It's like the man cave is gone. The season, we just like, we don't know. And then we just got CeeDee Lamb. And now like, please, there's gotta be a season. There gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's like 2020, man. Nobody mock 2020. What's up in the Bahamas, Cousteau? I was there a few months ago. One of the last times I'll ever probably be able to leave the country for a good minute. I got out to the Bahamas this year and I got out to Tahiti. Tahiti I got back right before the shutdown. Maybe Cal Cullen, you may be right. Who is my all-time favorite Cowboys player? At one point it was Tony Rossett, and then it became Michael Irvin. My first favorite Cowboy fan was Hollywood Henderson. That's how old I am, but yeah. I didn't know what cocaine or anything, drugs or anything was. He was just a dude that was on the sidelines having all the fun. I like that guy. Matt Badden said, I watched CeeDee Lamb when they played Alabama in the playoffs and they doubled him and he still torched him. Can't wait to see him in the blue. So you with me what I'm about to say? I've seen every single CeeDee Lamb highlight Every pass, the one when he caught and turned back and scored on everybody, the one he made the move right before he caught the ball and then ran through Oklahoma's defense. I've seen the one he caught the one-handed pass. I didn't seen every CeeDee Lamb. Now I want to go and watch some intensive scouting on CD to see what he does and see how he works corners and all that kind of stuff. Exactly what you're saying, when Alabama double him, and see how he beats that kind of stuff and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yes, Brian, Carrie Champion is not, she's not here. her and the son went out to have a mother-son day. Yes, we still have Joe Looney. LaMichael Perrine. Pirine. Tyler Badasses. And like Kyle Cullen, this is what, okay, Jerry Jones. I know you have Weaver here, who's a good player. He should not be available right now. Curtis Weaver really should be gone. And then you have the center, where you have a spot on your team for a center. You have a center from Wisconsin, where you can just pay homage to that center that just left from Wisconsin and get another center from Wisconsin. That should clearly make Travis Frederick's day, instead of having your franchise look and see the organization in their first new draft with their new people get another Boise State player. What up, JD? Yeah, ID isn't as bad as everybody thinks. I'm not on that. I'm not on that either. It's not. I mean, we do not have a shutdown defense. We do not have yeah. Our defense is above average, slightly above average. That's what I would say. Yeah, JoJo Dancer. What's up? Great pick. Shango's happy rants. I love my happy rants. I'm still suffering. My voice has been gone since that rant, since that yell. When am I going to be on First Take? I don't know. One day I will. Then we pick Gavin Escobar over Travis Kelce, probably. That sounds like a cowboy move. Shango versus Stephen A. I'm loving the pick so far. Who I want now? There's two tight ends. There's a tight end from Purdue, Bryson Hopkins. Another tight end, Hunter Bryant from Washington. There's a center from Wisconsin, which, like everyone says, seems like a no-brainer. Center from Wisconsin named Tyler Badass. And then you have Curtis Weaver from Boise State. Shango versus Shannon. Shannon would scare me. No. Let me go. Let me just go against Stephen A, because if things actually escalated and hands went on each other, I'd be okay there. But I don't want to put hands on Shannon. And you get crazy sometimes. I just jump at Shannon, and then halfway to Shannon, I'm like, what the heck? No, leave big old Shannon alone. You just woke up. What's up, Double? One more pick. Yeah, I won't be surprised if we got a quarterback, 2 Jeff Stars. I don't know which one I would want more. I guess Fromm fits more of what we do, because he's more the facilitator. And, I would love to see Fromm versus Cooper Rush, just so I can see where Cooper Rush is. If Fromm comes in and Cooper Rush just destroys Fromm in the battling for the number 2 spot, then I'm like, oh, well, Cooper, it'll give me the confidence I need in Cooper Rush. You know what I'm saying? I still don't have that confidence in Cooper Rush like I would like to have. Hopkins and Madden is a beast. I think I saw Geno Stone gone. I got him on my list, brother, man, but I think I saw him. Exactly. Fromm can be the game manager. But the only thing I don't see Fromm developing into a threat versus Dak Prescott, for Dak Prescott. I see Eason, Eason has the big boy, the big tools, all that kind of stuff. He can, be something that could be, because he can do something that Dak may not be able to, is throw that deep ball and put balls in different places because he has the bigger arm or whatnot. So he has the potential to actually push Dak. If he, does all the things that Dak does, plus he can throw a little bit better, then you have what you absolutely want. But I doubt that's going to happen with Eason. Yeah, Geno Stone. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. We're talking about Curtis Weaver. The pick is in. We're next. We're talking about Curtis Weaver, Tyler Badass, or a tight end. Yep, I like. Yeah, I would not hate on quarterback at all. So I guess my rankings are: 1, Tyler Badass; 2, Hunter Bryant, tight end; 3, Bryson Hopkins, tight end; 4, Jake Fromm, State Farm, because I want to call him Jake Fromm, State Farm. And then final on my list, number 5, is Curtis Weaver. Nothing personal against Curtis Weaver. It's just I would not want to do that to the Dallas Cowboy fan base. I mean, come on, man. They do not need to look and see who we got in this draft and say, oh, another guy from Boise State. Same old Cowboys. I'm telling you, I have my best friends, my kids, both of their godfathers. We're all Cowboy fans, and we're on a thread. And as soon as a Boise State person gets picked, my thread's gonna blow up. They're waiting on it because they don't really watch the draft like we watch the draft, but they look at the players and see what we got or whatever, and they're gonna see a Boise State name and they're just gonna lose it. So I don't want that to happen. I wouldn't mind O-line either, Mosh, but I don't know who's left on O-line. My favorites was Ben Barsh is gone. I mean, you got centers. You got Tyler Badass, of course. You got Nitane Muti. Nitane Muti would be a real good get right now. You got Nick Harris, who's the center from Wisconsin, would be a good get right now. But I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all on the offensive line. Easing to the Colts. All right, Jake. A badger. Badges? We don't need sticky badges. Yeah, that's a good. It is. That's a good spot for Eason. He slide up behind. Your starter there is going to be gone in another year. What's up, Big Win? What's up, Plush? Cowboys on the clock. So what did the Redskins get for Trent? What did the Redskins get? The pick is in. The pick is in. The pick is in. I'm just gonna look here. I want Tyler Badass. Tyler Badass. Dallas Cowboys selection. Reggie Robinson II. I do not know you. Reggie Robinson II. I'm going to find him right now. Reggie Robinson. Reggie Robinson. Good as a corner. Love that. Let's see what he is. Yeah, I'm getting my notes right now. All right, I'm hold. I gotta flip through until I find them. Here we go. Arnett, Bassie, Brian Cole, Cameron Dantzler, Charles Davis, Kristen Fulton, Jeff Gladney. I wanted Gladney. AJ Green, Bryce Hall. The only thing about Bryce Hall's 6'1", but somebody said something about Bryce Hall that made me like, I don't like Bryce Hall. CJ Henderson. Noah Eco Boo Boo Boo, Dane Jackson, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Johnson, Michael Ogajuwaju, Jeffrey Okuda, Tony Pride, Troy Pride Jr., John Reed, Reggie Robinson. There you go. Oh, that's a big boy. 6'1". What's up, Logan Paul? 6'1". He's 6'1". 205 pounds. He runs a 4.4. 4.44 at the combine. That's real good. I like it. Another long corner. I love the tall corner. Ideal size for the position. They use him to press. He got hops. He can sky. They said one play. Can't wait till you go look at his highlights. Got some serious air on interceptions. All right. How many interceptions? I don't see his interceptions. There you go. Oh, last year he had 4 interceptions. Last year he has, the 6'1" guy, exactly. I'll take the 6'1" guy. But last year it was 4 interceptions. He had 1 in 2000. No. In 2017 he had 4 interceptions. 18 he had 1, and last year he had 1. It looked like he missed 1 year on injuries. Oh, I like the pick. No, I think it's good. No, I like the pick. Yeah, no, I like it. I got to look at his. No, you can never have enough corners. I agree. Especially when you want to set yourself up to if if you happen to lose Jordan Lewis and Cheeto. You know what I'm saying? Both of them you could lose in free agency at the same time. So I don't know. That's a sleeper pick. I think I like it. 6-1. Look, big win. 6-1, 4-4. I like it. I really do. He's deaf in one ear. Put him on one side of the field. You don't really need to hear that much as a corner anyway. He also met with teams including the Bears, Giants, Rams, Houston, Texans. Yeah, I was thinking that same thing, guys. When you said it, Fred Zeke, Joy, potential safety. I'm willing to hear because the first thing when I first looked at him, he's a thick boy. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big corner. But he has all the corner thing. He's the size, length, explosiveness. He has change of direction and speed. They said he has everything in the corner you would want in the corner. He blocked kicks too every season. Yeah, the thing is, Thomas Green, I can tell you the logic behind that. The the Randy and the Alden situation is different than the back. I just lost what I was thinking. I was thinking something else, but there's a reason. What was my reasoning? I had the logical reason. Uh, Start thinking about somebody said something. Start thinking about something else. But they're coming from my pool. I lost my train of thought, but I had it. If it comes back, I'm gonna say it again. What's up, Danny? Oh, I know. Fine, got it now. These guys have potential. This guy has potential to do some things. It has potential to be a starter and all that kind of stuff. So when you have a chance, you can get one like this. There was only really 3 decent pass rushers in this draft that people feel like will do anything. So at this point of the draft, trying to go and get a pass rusher just in case of Alden Smith and Randy Gregory, that pass rusher is not going to help. There's nobody even close to like Joe Jackson and people we picked up in the draft like last year, the pass rushers there. So this draft was like void of pass rushers whatsoever. So it doesn't make any sense just to draft one just because that's what we need rather than draft another position that we need. Double up on it, and hopefully we would definitely have one of these guys in the future. We're in the position we are right now. I got again more logic. We're in the position we are right now because we did the overkill on corners in that draft. Remember, we did 2 corners and a defensive back in that draft, and that's why we're good right now. Is because we went Cheeto, Jordan, and then Quincy. Xavier. Yeah, I like to pick Gina. James Morgan went ahead from Jake from State Farm. Wow. Let me look at the picks I missed. Ben Barch, gone. I think he's decent. I think Thaddeus Moss's only problem is he's not very athletic, for what I've seen. Footwork can be sloppy. Has to do a better job in the base press coverage because receivers can work steep angles and gain a step on him, and he revolves to tugging. Yeah, very handsy. That's what I read. Oh, I read that about him too much. That he relies on his hands a little bit too much. Johnson might be too thin for a tight end though. What's his weight, Country TV? But you know what, Country TV? I saw Jalen Hurts work out, and the receivers were Colin Johnson and CeeDee Lamb, and he was throwing at them. And I was looking at how much taller Colin was even than CD, and CD looked tall. No, not next year's first. I need a ball. I don't know if. See, that's what I would do. I can't remember who I was talking to about the picking a defensive end right now. Yeah, that's why you don't. If you want help, if you need help and don't want to rely on Alden and Randy Gregory, which by all means you should not depend on Alden Smith and Randy Gregory. You should not in any way, shape, or form be dependent upon Randy Gregory being reinstated and being able to come, because Randy Gregory really hasn't proven himself on the football field. Alden Smith has proven himself on the football field. However, he's been out of the game so long, and his mind would spiral away. You cannot depend on those two guys. You have to go get Yannick Ngakoue from the Jaguars, or you have to get Clowney. If it's just a 1 year fix-it deal, you have to do that, and that ties into the Dak Prescott deal. If you get Dak Prescott deal done, you can free up that money and you can be able to do stuff like that. But come on, we just got that's how and play. Even more than that, I don't feel like you can fix. I don't think like you can fix your defense with the NFL draft. Defense takes a minute. You can fix your offense with an NFL draft by drafting a running back when you just need a good running back. By drafting a wide receiver when you got the quarterback and you just need the wide receiver. That's how, even sometimes offensive linemen can start and play well on offense. But defense, almost every single position takes time. A pass rusher, you can get the best pass rusher in the draft, but then his first season, a lot of times that guy has to be a situational pass rusher until he learns the craft. Same things with corner. Corners have to play a minute before they get it down. And that's another reason why you want to double up, because it takes a while to figure out if this guy can play or not. And things like that. And so free agency. If we need a box safety, there was no box safeties in this draft. So I understand outside of Xavier McKinney, there was no real box safeties in this draft, and we need somebody for the box. So we're gonna have to get some kind of competition in here, some kind of free agent competition in here for Xavier Woods. You know what I'm saying? And the winner is our starter at box safety, and we need to get a pass rusher in here to help out with the pass rush, because we got some interior. We got youth interior now. We got two guys that can start. We have another guy on the other end, Lawrence. So all we got to do is get a pass rusher. We need to lock up Dak. Yep. The Philly quarterback factory. The Eagles we have to get from. The Eagles going to get Tyler Badass. Okay, Shango, Colin Johnson is 225. Wow. It is big. How many of our picks can start? Oh, if we pick that's why I said we can pick up tight end in the fourth round, but we didn't. I could have seen, Harrison Bryant or Hunter Bryant coming in and outplaying our tight end, and then we have Jarwin and them. That I could see that are playing just as good as Jarwin, so you can get some playing time. I could see that. The cornerbacks, I don't think that could be a starter. Neither one, not yet. But Diggs soon. Diggs by next year for sure. Not only corners, we have a lot of corners. We have big corners. Remember when our corners was tiny? We got big corners. No, not. I believe in Joe Looney as a backup. If I was Dallas's GM, what would I do at Tristan Hill? From what I hear, Thomas Green, I wouldn't deal with it. I really wouldn't. Because bad attitudes like his, they can become infectious, especially bad on the younger. If he's still in the locker room after 1 year and you're still in the locker room falling asleep in meetings and stuff like that, then that tells the rookies that, well, he got away with it his whole rookie year. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of mental damage someone like Tristan Hill can do to your locker room. So it's more than the actual play that they have on the field. It's what they bring to your football team off the field too. And if he's still falling asleep in meetings and don't have it together, man, I mean you can't. I mean, I don't care how good he is. Larry Jackson, yeah, I'm not worried. I mean, college football, the passing game cannot be translated from college football to pro. I want a center. Oh, the Eagles took my boy from Clemson. The Connors are start. McGovern, I think to Maine. I think McGovern is going to be our center. That's why I said I don't not believe in Looney, but I think Looney's going to back up McGovern. Exactly. I say that Sanal Pereira. That sounds like a good one. Tristan Hill to the Raiders for a fourth, and get Curtis Weaver or Tyler Badass. More of Tyler Badass. Our next pick. What's our next pick? Is it 156? It ain't that far away, I don't think. Don't we have 2/4 and a fifth, or 2/5 and a fourth? One of the two. I think 2/5 and a fourth. 2/5. Yeah, Joe Staley retired, and they got Trent from the Redskins. What'd you say? Okay, Kyle said Thaddeus Moss scares you because he's the same size as Aaron Hernandez. Much more athletic. You need tons of athleticism at your side. Yeah, that's what they said about it. And I actually said that when we were going over the tight ends. I was like, how can the son of Randy Moss be labeled non-athletic? What kind of, who was you with, Andy? Randy Moss? Who was you with? $164. We got 164 and 179. Thank you, Marsh. So yeah, we got a good minute before the next pick. A sloth. Yeah. That's mean, Cowboys junkie, but EDP threw on his hat and just stood there. Who did we draft in the fourth? We drafted a cornerback named Reggie Robertson, the second cornerback out of Tulsa. He's a big cornerback, 6'1", 205 pounds. He runs a 4.40. Looks like some good clay. Thank you, Enrique. I like what I see. I can't wait to see him live. Well, I pro- I'm not looking forward to training camp. Well, I'm not looking to be invited to training camp this year. Cause I mean, you just can't do that. You can't have the team out there, signing autographs or in the vicinity of the fans. Maybe they keep the and I don't think there's no way you can do it. You have to keep the fans so far away from the players, and then on top of that, you got to keep the fans away from each other. And it's a sporting event, so it's all sporting events. The people are on top of each other. Do I think a punter in the seventh is a good idea? No. But maybe. I mean, if it's the best punter in the draft, maybe. Uh, Anthony Fraser said, I'm sorry to tell you who the Cowboys secondary sucks. Who do you know right now on the roster that can start come to September? Uh, Cheeto and Jordan Lewis. I'm good. I'll roll with Cheeto and Jordan Lewis. I'm Brandon Mann. Yeah, I like the Hurts pick. I was wanting Hurts. I just wouldn't get Hurts in the second round. I would get Hurts maybe in the third round, but I wouldn't have hated the Hurts pick. Yeah, I guess I would have. In the second round, Kyle, we would have hated it. If we would have got Jalen Hurts and left Diggs on the board, 6'3" corner on the board. Yeah, we'd be a little upset. Michael Gallup trade for Jamal Adams. Hey, Elijah. Yeah, look at there. That's a thought, Elijah. Michael, he said, Elijah said, that's why I turned away. I forgot you guys aren't seeing the comments right now. Elijah Castillo said, Michael Gallup trade for Jamal Adams. I love Michael Gallup though. Gallup awesome. Yep. Lewis in the slot and Cheeto and Diggs on the outside. Both are over 6'2". Cheeto's 6'2", right? He's not. Yeah, Cheeto's 6'2", and I like to call Dig 6'3" because I've seen publications that have him at 6'3". So he's 6'3" to me. Yes, yes. Pollard should be that fourth. He should be the backup running back, third down back, and the fourth receiver. Trey Cooper for Adams. Ah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Killing me with the Madden trades. I know, right? Big win. Like that just works out. All you gotta do is put it in the machine, Big Win. They'll tell you if it's good or not. All right, let me see who's gone. Me too, brother man. I think McCoy is gonna work Nevada, and that's the perfect. They're like a mold of each other. McCoy and Neville. That would be good for Cheeto be slot safety. Gallimore benches 500 pounds? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I saw that. Robinson last season had four. Well, no, Robinson had 4 interceptions 2 years ago. Oh no, you're right. I was wrong. I had it flipped over. He had 4 touchdowns in 2017 and 4 interceptions in 2019. He got hurt in 2018. He only played like 300 snaps. And the passer rating on him was 52.6%. So Reggie Robinson seems like a hit or miss guy. Yeah. He looked like some good clay. And that's one arm. Yeah, Cooper and Adams is straight up. They both are similar in age too, Junkie. They both are young. They both are at the top of the game. Who's my favorite team in college football? Clemson. Y'all just messed around and got another one of my Clemson players. At least you ain't like the Giants and just load up on my Clemson players. Tyler Badass is about to go. I don't know Xavier Bruce. When I looked at Robinson, I was like, he looks thick and he looks big. At the combine, his combine picture, it looks big. Robinson, a 4.4. He ran a 4.4. 4.44. Yeah, 4.44. The Cowboys can use a linebacker at this point, I believe. Hawk. Clemson, Georgia, Alabama, LSU are destroying them. Hey, Isn't that been the Final Four for the last like 5 years? Kyle Cullen, Clemson, Georgia, Alabama, LSU, and Ohio State. You got to put Ohio State in there. Yeah, Kyle, you got to have Ohio State because the first three players in the draft were on the same Ohio State team at one point. I'm good with that. I'm good without Tulsa pick. Robinson has no highlights. He has nothing on YouTube. Noah, he has nothing on YouTube. I don't believe that. Let me. Let me go to YouTube. I do not. I refuse to believe that. All right, at YouTube. Okay, Reggie Robinson, cornerback, Tulsa. Well, no, here it is, unknown NFL superstar. Let me mute. Let me mute this. There we go. No, he has some highlights here. No, it's not really highlights. It's a dude with. I'll listen to you later because you're just talking. He's got the camera. There goes some highlights right here. You might be right. No real highlights. Yeah, he looks big. No, there's some highlights right here. He looks big. And his combine pictures are big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see the potential in that dude. Here they go. Ultimate highlights. Got it. There's some highlights. I found some highlights. Wait a minute, no. Wrong. Wrong. It went to Reggie Robertson instead of Robinson. Okay. Reggie Robertson Jr. You're right. Yeah. All right. We got work to do on that one. How do they know about him? I know. I figured that out, Noah. Thank you. Well, I'm glad my TV's on low. You can't hear it, can you? Yeah, Jeff Stars. That's why I said even though Curtis Weaver is a great pick right about now, but the mental ramifications of a Boise State player getting drafted. Now, oh, the Vikings got Troy Dye. That's right. I knew Troy Dye was gone. Troy Dye was a 6'4" linebacker that can fly. I like it. Colby Parkinson. All right, only like 30 more picks. At this point, I think we're falling into where Moss can be drafted. You got two more tight ends. You got Bryson Hopkins. You got two more tight ends that's better than him. You got Bryson Hopkins, and you from Purdue, and you got Hunter Bryant from Washington. I like Hunter Bryant. Anybody like thrash metal? No. I mean, somebody does. Have to draft a moss to break the curse. If that was the curse, junkie, if that's the curse, do it. Hopefully, CD Lamb was the one that broke the curse. Our tight end 1 and tight end 2. Because we'll keep 3 tight ends. So we'll have Jarwin, Schultz, and Hunter Bryant. And I'm sure Hunter Bryant can beat out Schultz. And if Hunter Bryant can beat out Jarwin, then we got 2 good tight ends. You know what I'm saying? And having 2 good, I mean, you see, I mean, we have 1 tight end basically that is unproven. I mean, we like Jarwin, but Jarwin is really, I mean, throughout the whole entire season, he's an unproven commodity. Bandit said his ears are bleeding. Jeff Stars, you don't think Witten left a hole in the tight end position? You don't think we need 2 good tight ends? And we have 0 proven tight ends? G Money said he's seen Robinson. I just got to dig from it, G Money. Yeah, trade for OJ Howard. I'm with that. Yeah. Saints traded all their picks for tight end. They're not gonna mess with OJ Howard. Thank you, Shane. I forgot about that. They traded their entire third day for a tight end at the end of the draft yesterday. And that's what I say. The Saints have something to do tomorrow. They don't feel like drafting. He didn't do it on purpose. Bars asked me why did Lamb do that to his girl on national TV. He didn't do it on purpose. You got to understand. That's like reflex to a dude when you like in your early to mid 20s and you got your phone and your girl grab your phone. You just like this. It's just like automatically like give my phone back. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're not even thinking. It's just like that's what guys from like 18 to 25 do. It's a good window. It's a good window of life. You guys that's in that window right now, the best time of your life. Yeah, you should be trying. You don't know what they want, your boy. You don't know what they want, what they're grabbing your phone for. You just grab it back. What you grab my phone for? There's nothing on my phone you need. Gonna try to grab somebody's phone. But you know that the girlfriends always be trying to do that during the draft. That's one of the most annoying things. You a girlfriend before I go to the next level of my life. You're equivalent to that girlfriend in high school right before you go to college. That girlfriend in high school knows she is toast as soon as you get on a college campus. So that high school girlfriend, if she ain't got a ring before you go in the NFL, she is toast because you're going up to another level. So, I mean, it is what it is. She exactly kid. She knows what she was doing. She was hugging all on him and leaning on him and all that kind of stuff. Mom's over there annoyed. And the other one, when the mom jerked the girl off the dude's lap, That was the funniest thing, but so real. Like, would you please get up off of him when the camera is on my son? He didn't work all his life. He said, if anybody need to get that picture, I need, because I had him. Now move. You might not even be here in 3 months. Sorry, Jack. Sorry, Jack. She trying to set old lamb up. Oh, the same girl, Kevin Patel. Yeah, the same girl dated Trey Young. Yeah, she has an Instagram presence, Kevin Patel. So look to see her on Basketball Wives in like 4 years. You're like, is that girl that got the phone snatched from her? The guy from Georgia knew that too. The guy, but what was it? I can't remember who it was from Georgia that got drafted. He was like, I'm not gonna say a word. Let Mama do what Mama gonna do. Eagles gonna take another quarterback. Time the Eagles get from. Gabe Davis went to. Yeah, I want to see Gabe Davis because I was like, how is Gabe Davis so good? Because he has no measurables. He looks like Terrence Williams. Why was Stephen A. calling Gallup Terrence Williams? Like multiple times. What's up, Cash Money? Jag. I did not see Isaiah Simmons' girl. I got afraid of my both of my godsons are seniors at Clemson. I will ask them. I will ask them about Isaiah Simmons' girl. Why is Stephon Diggs jealous of his little brother? Because his little brother gets to play indoors and you got to play outdoors in Buffalo. That's a reason to be jealous of his little brother. I just thought of that, Sam. You might be right. Oh, he was on the Patriots website? Interesting. He's on the weed. Stephen A. is on the weed. Oh, Michael Irvin did it too? I think I do remember that. Yeah, just so much disrespect to Michael Gallup. It's just ridiculous. Will empty stadiums help the Cowboys? I don't know if it'll help the Cowboys, but it will help me enjoy my football, Patricio. You know, because you got to think about it. I understand what everybody about saying about, that's part of the game. People love going to the games and having so much fun and tailgating or whatever. That is financially and logically, that is this big of the football fan base, that people who actually go to the games. So if you take that element out, you're not going to lose much of anything in a football game at all. They can pump sound and all that kind of stuff, and they can make it a production to where, the home team can be banging, and when they're going or whatever, and all that kind of stuff, they can do all kind of stuff to mimic the energy thing that's going on that the fans bring or whatnot. But the person at home watching it on TV would enjoy a football game. I'm sorry, and you can tell the difference. It was like I grew up with no money to where I can go to no football games or basketball games or nothing like that. So I don't have the concept of, oh man, it's a part of our pastime to get up and go to a game. And most of the United States of America can't afford to go to games regularly anyway. It's just like a splurge every few years that you get to go to a game and stuff like that. So If you take that element out and just replace it with stuff and just give us back our football, we will be fine. I'm telling you, it'll take 1 week. You know what it's like? I tell you what it's like. It's like this draft. It's like this draft. Everybody was saying this draft would be so different or whatever. This draft don't feel much different at all. It feels cleaner to me than people in there yelling and going, Jets, 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 Jets. This stuff, you don't need all that. You really don't. No fan, but they'll have sounds in there. But and I just feel like as a player, the players don't think about the fans. They're not up there. It's just like they're out there. They're engaged in what they're doing, man. Atlanta, all the stadiums pump sounds in the stadium. No, I'll go with you this much on with college football, but no, people at home is what make their football games exciting. People at home, there's outnumber the people that go to the stadium thousands on top of thousands to one. You know what I'm saying? There's more people that enjoy football at home than can even dream of affording to go to professional sporting events. I mean, that's just a super luxury to be able to go to sporting events and to shut it down. So we can't have it because the upper wealthy people can't go to the games. I mean, that's no. College football is a little different because it came from the schools and all that kind of stuff. Soon. Whenever they open training camps back up, Matt Bandit, I'm always there. Kingsbury, yeah, Cal Cullen. I was showing that to my wife. I was like, how is Kingsbury's house look like that, and Bill Belichick's house look like that? I actually prefer watching it at home too, Brian Hill. I went to, I opened the stadium. I've been to the Cowboy Stadium a few times, but I came to that the first time and I came to the second time. And the first two times I was at Cowboy Stadium, the entire time, you know what I was doing? Looking up, looking at the big board. And you know what else? And I'm telling you the truth. If you remember, they had to actually educate the fans inside of Cowboy Stadium on when to cheer and when not to cheer. Do you remember this? And they were putting it on the big screen on what to do. And I was like, whoa. I mean, these are football fans in there. They're supposed to know this and not know this or whatnot. But they were having to tell the fans when to cheer and what not to cheer. If you're going to do that, just have robots in the stadium that gonna cheer or something. You know what I'm saying? No, just give me my football. Let me wake up on Sunday morning, go to church, come home, and turn on TV, and I see people hitting each other. I'm a fan. You talk about the fans in the stadium. I'm a fan. Don't put no fans over another fans. Every fan wants to see the team, see the team play. That's what a fan wants. A fan say, "Oh, I don't want to see football because ain't no fans here." Not there for the fans. No, I don't know. Me and EDP don't. He cursed too much for my video. Maybe I can go over his thing, but I can't be that potty mouth on my channel. Hurts will be like Kyler Murray, Ben Sizzle. I believe so. He just doesn't have the arm that Kyler Murray has. But hey, if he a facilitator getting the ball down the field, things of that sort, he can be dangerous. He can be Russell Wilson like, really can. And see, as for me, says I've been I live less than 10 minutes from Cowboy Stadium. I have never been to an NFL game at that stadium. It just costs too much. Amen. I've been to high school games at that stadium, but never NFL. Exactly. High school, totally different again. You know what I'm saying? High school football, that's the stand. Fans. Because basically you can't watch high school on TV, really. It hadn't been developed on television. It was. I loved it though, Nick. I loved it. You still have. I mean, what do you lose if the numbers? Okay, this is what I say. Okay, Nick. Too much money to lose in this league to have a spectacle of the draft. This year's draft felt like an old school, non-televised, read the paper type draft. So my words to that is so. Reason why is so, there was more eyes on this draft than ever. It broke all the records on viewership and things of that sort, and it got down to the nits and the nuts and bolts. To draft heads like me and all these people in the room, we don't care about all that stuff. We just care about what these teams are going to pick and all that kind of stuff. And the drama, we still had the same drama. No, we had more drama than we would, with the family that goes to the draft. We got to look in people's houses. That was awesome, So I don't know. And then the things that people did for social networking. I mean, Bill Belichick putting his dog there in front of I mean, just absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm sorry. This was like, this could be done easier, and we don't have to waste money on just whoopla and Jets, Jets. Tired of hearing that every drive. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Yeah, I'm thirsty for live sports. I need to see people hitting each other. I need to see dunking on people. I need to see all of that stuff. No, I missed the Seattle pick. I got to see, Jeff Stars. You got to see Jerry's yacht. Jerry made the picks on a boat. All right, let me read. After Reggie Robinson, hold on, let me catch myself up. Steelers got Anthony McFarland Jr. I missed that one. Good job, Steelers. Jets got James Morgan. Texans, Charlie Heck. Don't know Charlie Heck. The Eagles picked my boy Kayvon Wallace. The Bills got Gabe Davis, UCF. I was wondering about that guy. The Jets, Cameron Clark from Charlotte. The Vikings, James Lynch. Cardinals, Rashard Lawrence. The Vikings, Troy Dodd, the 6'4" linebacker I was talking about. Seahawks, Colby Parkinson, is that the one I was telling you about? What you're saying from Stanford, 6'7"? The Falcons, Jalen Hawkins. Steelers drafted Kevin Dotson from Louisiana. The Rams, the Rams got Bryson Hopkins from Purdue, so he's gone. The Jaguars, Josiah Scott. Michigan State, don't know him. Chief L'Jarius Sneed. The Raiders, Mick Robertson. And Jaguars, Shaquille Quarterman. And now we're at 141 with the Texans. All right, we're up. Yeah, exactly. The draft just got way too much about the pageantry and all that kind of stuff. And they forgot about the nuts and bolts of it. Yeah, Ben Siegel. T. Higgins is the man. And now Joe Burrow has two big targets that he can throw the ball up to. Because I said Joe Burrow would just likes to lay the ball up and let this receiver go get him. He's got two guys, A.J. Green and him, they'll actually do that. Reggie Robinson. Who the Raiders just get? Who did the Raiders just get? Thad Moss is still there. Tyler Badass is still there. Yeah, Damon Arnett was a reach, Jack. The only thing he could have done that is it could have been a rap video on a yacht while he's taking a pic. Everybody's 6 feet apart dancing. No, I'm not enjoying my lockdown too much. Well, I'm getting a lot of work done though, Nightmare. I am. I'm getting a lot of work done in the house. My honey-do list that was like super long is getting knocked down. Yeah, we heard about he's deaf in 1 year, Jeff Stars. And parking alone for the Cowboys game will run you $30 to $100. He's basically wouldn't catch him and he goes down. He's a definitely possession. That's what they say about Thaddeus Moss. Now he has the ball skills of his dad. He'll catch the ball like his dad, but yeah, that's what I like. That's what you like, your boy. That would have been a great Jerry draft. Maybe in the future. You know, when we turn the things back up, Jerry can, and we continue to have drafts in people's facilities around the NFL, Jerry can always draft from his boat. How can you not want to? Why would you want to pack up all your stuff, go all the way to Vegas or New York or somewhere, spend a whole lot of money on hotels and all that kind of stuff, and you could just be at home in your house and do the draft? You ain't getting paid extra for going to the draft. He got his mama speed. Who we getting next? Tyler Badass. Tyler Badass. Gotta go. Why is Curtis Weaver falling? That is a question. I like Reggie Robinson. He's a big guy. They look like they can look like he's clay, and they can get a lot out of him. Is what I'm trying to say. The TV, that was a different world. Hey, Junkie, I tell you what, the Junkie says the draft is for TV networks. Okay, Junkie, I'm old enough to remember, and I was a draft junkie. Like, do you see the NFL Network version of the old drafts, like the '83 draft of when Marino and all those guys or whatever? Well, I'm old enough as a little kid. I remember watching those drafts and all that kind of stuff. And it was not for TV. It was guys in a room with phones and a little flag on their desk with the team on it. And it was strictly a thing that was in there. It evolved to a TV thing. Why? Because Sports Center blew up and sports television blew up. You know what I'm saying? So the media of the time captured the draft, and it morphed for television, and it became a thing for television. Now there's something stronger than the television, and it's called the internet. The internet will eat the television, eat the radio, eat film, eat everything, you know what I'm saying? And have everything delivered through it in a much better way. And that's what's happening in this draft. And they were thinking, oh, all these problems are gonna happen, and it turned out to be pretty flawless. I mean, at the end of the draft yesterday, Roger Goodell's sitting back with his feet up, tired, from doing nothing but read names off a card at his house. I mean, he makes how many millions of dollars a year? That's the only thing that Matthew Mariano says, because Vegas is amazing and a fun city. That's the only thing. But still, you can go to Vegas any other times and all that kind of stuff as a personal thing. But business wise, these hotels and stuff, they would lose if you stop like the draft and stuff like that. They'll lose a whole lot of money and things of that sort. Which is that's just going to be a problem with the times, because Boston, there was one case of COVID or whatever in Boston that they went to, came out of convention at one of the hotels or whatever, and it was at a convention. And the reason why it spread so easily, what do you do at a convention? Hi, my name is Fred. Hi, my name is John. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Hi, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I mean, you're shaking everybody's hands. You're passing germs around to everybody. It's just like it's a petri dish. It definitely is. So I guess that's events like that and things like that, that's going to suffer. And I don't know if it's going to come back or how it's going to come back, because you cannot put people in a room and have them shaking each other's hands and going and shaking somebody else's hands anymore. I mean, that's just a thing of yesterday. And Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, Mel Kiper was roasting the Colts. He played that the other day, Mel Kiper roasting the Colts for picking Peyton Manning. I remember that. We have in my friend group in college, we have a running joke about somebody, because one of us said we found Peyton Manning, because ESPN used to do something called Scholastic Sports America, and they used to highlight high school players. And one week they highlighted Peyton Manning, and one of us was like, man, this dude, Peyton Manning, man, he's going to be great. Look at him. And they just went full because of Peyton Manning, and then nobody would claim it. It may have been me, but I was drunk all the time during college, so I don't know. But it could have been my roommate, because he's crazy enough, and he's a nerd in sports like me, and he could have done it. So we don't know who found Peyton Manning, but that's how we used to find players back in those days. We didn't have the internet and stuff like that. It was just little clips on TV and stuff. The good old days. No, that wasn't the draft. Randy Moss was available. I was already leaving college at that point. That's Jack Duncan. That's a sore spot, man. Let's don't talk about the draft. We took Greg Ellis. All right, me and you're good. Okay. Let's don't talk about the draft. We got Greg Ellis instead of Randy Moss. Let's just talk about Thad Moss. Can we talk about Thad Moss, Jack? What's up, Ready Red? Phillies on the clock. Almost, yeah. Phillies on the clock. Oh, dang, Seattle got DJ Dallas. He was on my list. He was the only running back that was left on my list, is DJ Dallas. Maybe Marquise Goodwin, Rachel Sinclair, because the Cowboys still don't have a speed element to our wide receiver crew. So we do need somebody that's going to take the top off. Thank you, Jack. Says Jacob Jennings says, Shango, why the bleep did the Browns draft? It seems like it's something they do. They have the biggest hiring turnover rate. No, that's what I just said yesterday, because we were like Delpit. Everybody's like, where's Delpit? I was like, Delpit's a superstar. Delpit's a stud, man. Somebody's going to get Delpit. Delpit, blah, blah, blah. And then I saw the Browns got Delpit, and I just, ooh. Because Cleveland, they always get these great, exciting picks, and they just die. They just never pan out. Yeah, Seattle took DJ Dallas, Canchola. Sons of great players don't pan out. I know. The Rams, I hadn't paid attention to the Rams. I don't know if the Cowboys cut Austin or not, Leadfoot, but somebody then told CD Somebody that told CD Lamb he was going to have the number 10. So I could just take that as either Tavon ain't coming back or Tavon's coming back as number 4 or something. Number 13, no, 12. Key departures for them. Eagles. Mike Groh. Jordan Howard. Oh, Jordan Howard gone. Aguilar's gone. You see this stat? Look at this stat. Carson Wentz in 2009. First quarterback to have 4,000 yards with no receiver under 500 yards. What kind of stat is that? That is a I'm pulling something out of my behind stat. That he's the first person to have 4,000 yards without a receiver that gained 500 yards. Oh, poor is Dak. It is right, Priscilla. But I'm like, you got to make up stats for Carson Wentz. Tavon is out the door. King James said, I saw Tavon do 2 end-around sweeps. I hadn't heard from him since. I know. And that's why Sam Lopez, that's why this draft is a little bit easier on us too, because we're so conditioned with fantasy football that we can follow a draft like that. Here it is. Carson Wentz in 2019, first quarterback with 4,000 pass yards and not a wide receiver over 500 yards. What does that mean? What does that mean? What software do I use to stream Wordologist? I use. I don't have my graphics on today because I changed computers. But for my graphics, I use Titler Pro. And for my streaming, I use Wirecast. I'm a Wirecast guy. And I've been using Wirecast since 2006, 2007. And I still barely know how to use it. I like that. I like that, Andre. Diggs is going to pick about 4 times this year, 2 times with his eyes closed. It means that he's the king of the dink and dunk. Again, all you have to look at is at Carson Wentz pass per play. All you got to look. I mean, it's right there in the numbers. Yards per pass attempt. They little short dunks. I really did. I like this draft too. It felt real easy. And you know what? It was efficient too, if you think about it, because how much time are we losing with the big walk up on the stage and all that kind of stuff? How much time are we actually losing when that goes on? Because it never is like as soon as the time is over, the pick is in and the pick is in. It's usually the time is over and then they make the pick and then the player gets up, hugs all of his family members, his agent daps up his brother and walks up, hits his coach, and then fist bumps the commissioner, and then, I mean, all of that goes on and extra time. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're picking at 19. Will y'all hurry up? Eagles pick is in. Andre said, fun fact, no quarterback lost more fumbles than Carson Wentz since entering the league. I think Daniel Jones is on pace to beat him. So I hope Daniel Jones takes him. How do I feel about Jameis Winston as backup to Dak? I'm not totally against it. Thanks, Matthew Friday. Yeah, Roger Goodell was out of it last night. I wonder if he had been drinking. He looked like he had been drinking, Eddie. He looked like he had been drinking. Yeah, I agree. Terrence Gibbs. Terrence Gibbs. If Carson Wentz had went to uh, Kansas City and Pat Mahomes would have went to Philadelphia, I think you probably would have very similar careers. I think Carson Wentz would have blown the socks off the world in Kansas City with Andy Reid, and Pat Mahomes would have been just another good quarterback in Philadelphia. I totally believe that. Thank you, Sam Lopez. Thank you for showing us Dink and Dak's career yard per attempt, and then showing Carson Wentz's career. And we know Dak does it. That's part of our game, and I want Dak to do it more. But Dak also throws the ball down the field and different types passes down the field, not just the deep ball, which he has to develop. But I wonder, hey, what would Dak Prescott's deep ball look like if we had a player like Deshaun Jackson? That's big too. Your quarterback gets a lot better when you have a target like Deshaun Jackson to throw that ball out there to, because Deshaun Jackson knows how to track that thing, go get it over people and things of that sort. So that means a lot to your deep passing game. Who you got going deep? Good day, I ate too much candy. Who would I build a franchise around, Dak or Watson? Watson. Watson, this is how they're different in players. Now, you can get to the Super Bowl with both guys, Dak and Watson, but you got to build different. You have to get Watson and get players to get the best out of Watson. You know what I'm saying? You get players that fit Watson's style and all that kind of stuff. Dak, you have your team ready, and you get Dak to play within the construct of your team. You know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, both sides are very valuable. Both are very valuable, because sometimes that guy like Watson can't dump his game down enough to play within a structure of a team. And to be honest, that's when you're the most powerful as a football team, when you're playing all 11 together. You know what I'm saying? So there's power in both guys, but they're two totally different players. We traded up on the clock. All right, thank you. Good job, Mosh. I'm over there talking. Deshaun's walked. I hope he is. We traded with Philly. Oh, come on. Tyler Badass. Tyler Badass. Tyler Badass. Or Jake from State Farm. Tyler Badass. Here it comes. Tyler Badass! We got Tyler Badass! We got Tyler Badass! We got Tyler Badass! Ah! Yes! We got Tyler Badass! Yes! That's what I want people to see. That's what I want people to see. When you look at the draft, sorry, Curtis Weaver, when you look at the draft and you see another center from Wisconsin, his name is Tyler Badass, instead of seeing Curtis Weaver from Boise State. That's the center everybody wanted. Come on, Tyler Badass. Be who I hope you are. Be who I hope you are. Philly game to us too. Yes. What a badass move, exactly. What a badass move to go get a badass. I love it. Hey guys, we are plugged in. What's my famous line from the Seattle Rag? I'm plugged into it. Hey, we plugged into this, man. We making these picks. We plugged into this. I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna make some shirts. We selling shirts. Anybody always wanted me to make shirts? I'm gonna start shirts this year. Started. We plugged into this. We're plugged into this. I watch people. Thank you. Why did we draft a center? Mason? Yeah, let him battle out for center. Exactly. Yeah, we might need Looney this year because you can't think Tyler Badass is ready, coming in as a rookie. We got three guys, Badass, Looney. Thank you, Maj. I love that. We got Badass, Looney, and McGovern. So what do we give up? Do we still have other picks? In the, oh, we gave up our first. Okay. So we're at 170 something now, right? Yeah, 179. All right. The last pick of this round, gave up their first fifth rounder, which is I'm all right. It had to be the fifth and something else. They had to give up the fifth and something minor, something very minor. Because they only moved up like four, well, I don't know how many spots, just a few spots in the first round. Replace a badass Wisconsin center with another Wisconsin center named Badass. Wow, I cannot believe this. No pick. We still got 179. We still have the last pick in this draft. What makes me look good, DJ Kenny Matt? Yeah, we have pick 179, Mosh. We need a backup quarterback, but we needed that center. Please, Tyler Badass, be who I hope you're going to be. Uh, what's up, Minton? Next two picks will be Jake Fromm, State Farm, and Colin Johnson. Got it. Yeah, it's time for Jake Fromm to go though, for real. There was I got to look through because there were some teams that did well in this draft, but I can't think of anybody that had a better first round pick than us. I tell you that. And the second round pick was just like second. Let's just say a lot of people wanted our second round pick in the first round. I got a lot of I want Diggs. I want Diggs. It's such a cool name, Patricio. Tyler Bad. What's your name? I'm a center, Dallas Cowboys. Tyler Badass. Love it. Yeah, Baltimore ate it up. Thanks, Duke Ballers. Well, Mr. Badass, that just made my day. That made my whole. That was the second biggest third day blow up I've ever had for someone that we drafted on third day. Who's the number one blow up? Who knows my number one blow up for a draft pick on the third day? Anybody know who that was? Anybody out there know who I blew up because we drafted them on the third day of the draft? Nah, Minton. It was Dak. It was Dak Prescott. I ran out of the gym. I was in the gym working out. And I saw we got Dak, and I jumped out. I said, "We got Dak. We got Dak." And I ran outside, and I made a video saying, "We got Dak Prescott. We got Dak Prescott," or whatever. Yep. It was not Cedric Wilson. It was not Jay Ratliff. It was Dak. I don't know. I don't know if that's his really name, but it's going to be. It's the way I'm looking at his last name, how it's pronounced. It's got to be something close to badass, or something like that. But it's going to sound like badass. No, it was not. Switzer was day two. Switzer guy. But I really like the Switzer pick. So watch me. Sometimes I get excited. Thanks, Raphael. Hey, Cal, the CD Lamb one was pretty good. I was looking at it the other day. The CD Lamb one was pretty good. The CD, because I was just like, I was floored that he was a Cowboy. I mean, when you saw CD Lamb's name on the TV, because you can't believe it. All the rumors and everything, you can't believe it until you see it on the TV, and then you see it on the TV, you just lose it. You just lose it. Yeah. Jonathan Taylor looked good because he was running behind a badass. Hey, who's gonna? Hey, Big Win. Who y'all got to replace Travis Frederick since he gone? Oh man, we drafted a badass. I love it. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. It's just gonna be Biadish. No, that's not right. Badish, dish, biadish, dish. I gotta hear somebody else do it. Biadas, biadas. That's what it's pronounced. It's pronounced biadas. Oh man. I see biadish, and I see biadas. Biadis. Biadis. Yeah, Pro Football Focus likes Tyler. He was ranked as a third round center. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with badass. Bi who does it. I like the way Ezekiel Elliott says Bi who does. I gotta hear somebody else say it. And we got Diggs at 51 when people were wanting Diggs at 17. People were actually wanting Diggs at 17. I need to go through my comments and just screenshot everybody that says I like Diggs. I like Diggs out of Alabama. Biadish. Tyler Biadish. Uh, Biades. Biades. Now I see Biades. Biades. I see that. I see it. Biades, but I like badass better. I'm good, Joseph. Do we take Jake Fromm? I would. Yeah, we're gonna call him. From here on, he's been renamed by the Dallas Cowboys show, Shango, and the community have thereby renamed Tyler Biadasz or whatever it is to Tyler Badass. I mean, we're not gonna play with the word. It's Tyler Badass. Period. How could this draft have gone better? Yeah. I can't say how this draft could have gone better. Us going up to get Chase Young, or Isaiah Simmons. Those are the only two players in this draft that could have had impact on our football team equal to what CeeDee Lamb is going to do is Chase Young and Isaiah Simmons. Kyle says, I do wonder more than ever if Zeke will be the success we hope he'll be under the McCarthy. Yeah. I think it was the quarterback in Green Bay that kept Green Bay from running the football like they should run the football. Hopefully McCarthy is one of those guys who plays to his talent. And I think the way he came in, he didn't come in and say, all right, I need you guys to do my offense my way. He came in wanting to keep the offensive coordinator in place, what I was worried about, but it tells me that he wants to work the way we work and win the way we work already instead of trying to, tinker this football team and make it into something he sees. I think that's the type of coach McCarthy is. You know what I'm saying? Not one of those coaches that's going to bring in their system and do it their way and this is how I win and all that kind of stuff. Comes in, sees the lay of the land, see what people can do well, and then, lead them to the promised land. Who did Miami got 2 picks in a row. Bryce Hall is still there. We can go Bryce Hall now, too. I think we're going to The thing I'm looking for, as for me, the only thing that our offense really lacked this year was that quick scoring ability. The same thing Kansas City has. So if we're down by 20 something points, we want people to just go get ready because we're coming back like hard. We're coming at you to come back. Kind of like what Kansas City does. So that's what I want to see out of our offense. That's what I think. Truly, Game Time says Gallimore is a younger version of Gerald McCoy. That's what I see. Oh, Gandy Goldman's gone from Liberty, from Little Liberty. Look at Gandy Goldman. Look at his highlights. Oh, Gandy Goldman went to the Redskins? No. I wanted you to do well. Aw. Poor Gandy Goldman. Gallimore ran a 4.8. That's crazy. I can't remember something I read about him. You know, Texas Prodigy, when you read something negative about a player, sometimes you just like, it sticks. But obviously somebody else must have read it too because he's still out there. Yeah, I agree that Pettyface says Mike never had a running back like Zeke, and he's not stupid. And exactly, a running back, not only that, you got a running back combination like Zeke and Pollard. Colton McKivitz. Antonio Gandy Golden. Look at his brothers. One of them sleeping, not caring. One brother happy as I don't know what. Other brother like hating. Why the other brother hating? Yeah, the Ravens are the only ones that's having a good draft like we are. I thought Duke went to Dev Duke went to Baltimore. Yeah, Dev Duke went to Baltimore. Bryce Hall is always hurt. That's why he's falling. Oh, he's hurt. Right? Matt Breda got traded to Miami. Well, they had a lot of running backs in San Francisco, and Miami missed on one. Colin Johnson's still on the board, not Dev. Dev Duve is gone. We got like 25 more picks to our next pick, unless we trade up again. Oh, hey, here you go back. That's Brad. I just answered that. We have we're 155, and we were picked 179, so we got like 25 picks. DJ's gone. What did Duke say? Oh, y'all not leaving out the house? Yeah, don't leave out that. Let me tell you, if you're living, let me tell you how people out there are talking about you guys who are living in my home, beautiful, loving home state of South Carolina and Georgia. You guys are literally guinea pigs right now because no one knows what to think about anything. So they're like out here, they're like saying, oh, let South Carolina and Georgia open up. Then we'll know if we need to open up or we need to stay closed. That's a perfect test for everybody else. So just know that that's happening. And if you live in the area, just stay in the house. Just stay in the house until that passes. Oh, they talk about Tyler Badass. It's badass. He had on the Packers jersey, but I can't hold that against him. That just means he likes football. He got some Packers Scully. That just means he likes football. Okay, good. No more Packers. Grow the beard out, Tyler. Grow the beard out, Tyler. Grow the beard out, Tyler. You got the starter kit. You got the Fred starter kit. Yeah, we're gonna call him Badass, Sam Lopez. We're just gonna call him Badass. Yeah. I can't pronounce that. I only can pronounce Badass. Yeah, I would too. Just throw bodies at the position, do bothers. I'll take Halt here too. Same reason as last time. There's nobody at defensive line that's going to even make the team. There's nobody at maybe that like Tyler Johnson. Maybe there's a wide receiver here. Maybe the Netane Muti, of course. But we already got an interior lineman with Tyler Badass. Donovan Peoples-Jones is still there. He can be barely make the team. But like I said, the only guys there's really no safeties there. Throw another corner. Be ass is his name. I like him. Yep, the Dolphins got Matt. I can't say Matt's name either. Grow the beard. Hey, grow a badass beard. It's all good, Alpha Mason. Skins on the clock. Yes, we traded up for him, Yodas. We got rid of one of our 5th round picks. We had 2. Now we still have 2. So we just moved the 5th round up and got it. I'm all with it. 3 corners sounds good to me. Because we really have no corners outside of, we really don't have any corners. And last year's corners, we lost Michael Jackson. We lost Michael Jackson last year. So I'm good with Jake Strong. I know, right, Andre? There's no way a farm boy from Wisconsin with a name like Tyler Badass could suck. There's no way. That just doesn't make any sense. He's not going to suck. Well, you can just, especially it gives you leverage too, Brad. If they're gonna ask for a lot of money because the positions demand money, and if they don't have stellar seasons, if they have less than stellar seasons, you're not going to pay a big contract to someone with that had a less than stellar season. You know what I'm saying? You let them go. Michael Jackson went to Detroit, I think. Not. I was going to say heaven. Where did Michael Jackson go? To heaven, but maybe not. Maybe not, you know? Maybe not. But no, Michael Jackson went to Detroit, I think it was. Somebody correct me on that. I'm loving it, Yodas. Where did Michael Jackson go? So we don't have any. We don't have anybody after Cheeto and Jordan Lewis and AB. Yeah, let somebody else pay him good money, and we use our money on a pass rusher or something like that. So what you usually keep what 6 corners? So that's 3, and you draft 3. That'd be 6 corners. But I doubt you would keep 3. Draft 3 and keep 2. Jim. I do not see Diggs taking anybody's starting position this rookie year. It's kind of what I said when people are saying, "Oh, we should have drafted a pass rusher. Our defense sucks. We should have drafted a corner. Our defense sucks." A rookie is not going to really help your defense much at all. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect him to help much outside of in spot duty here. So the same as what Cheeto, and Jordan when they first got into the first started. Probably that much, and then they start easing on and playing more and more and more. But yeah, you very rarely have that when you have a defensive rookie come in and just be and elevate their defense from here to here. We should have never let Taco go. Maybe not. Yeah, if they got Bryce Hall, that would be 6 solid corners. And plus, again, it would have those rookie corners going at each other because all of those guys. Well, no, Bryce Hall had a good grade on him, and yeah, they would be fighting each other. We have 179, Colton. Unbelievable. It's awesome, baby, with a capital A. LVE, but that was a first rounder. Uh, no, he wasn't. LVE got slowly. I had to think about that for him. No, LVE got slowly brought into it as well, and LVE was a first rounder. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And don't get me wrong though, there was no one of LVE's ability there at 17 this year. There was no one there that could have made nearly as much of a difference on our defense as LVE did at 17. I hope LVE plays this year. You know what makes me think he is there was not a linebacker drafted. So that's the telltale. They can tell you what they want to because the agent said that LVE is doing well and all that kind of stuff. But if the agent told me LVE is doing well and we got a linebacker in the second round, then I would be worried. But since seeing that we didn't get a linebacker so far in this draft, that tells me that LVE is going to be fine. The Seahawks got a awesome tight end with Parkinson. Yeah, with Jack Duncan, I hope LVE and Jalen going to have good years because this is going to be the first time they're actually going to have real NFL tackles in front of them, like real big, NFL tackles. Not like defensive ends that you put at the defensive tackle position, like Jay Ratliff and things like that. There's not any of that going on in Dallas anymore. You have like real, actual, legitimate defensive tackles keeping blockers away from those fast running linebackers, and I think that's the smartest thing you could do when you have linebackers that thrive on moving and getting the points A and B or whatever. You want to have the biggest, nastiest person you can in front of them so they can have the freedom of movement. Not only that, just think about that. When you have a big defensive lineman, right, at the middle of your defense and your linebacker is back there, if you got a big old fat guy, that offensive line is going to have to physically move this guy out the way to run down the middle of your defense. Otherwise, that guy, the running back, is going to have to run around this way or around that way. If you run around this way or that way on Jalen Smith or LVE, you're getting hunted down like a dog. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get you this way. They're going to get you this way like that. So that's why it always blew my mind that the Cowboys never put no one of any type size in that defensive tackle position in front of the linebackers. It made no sense. You wanted that punter? You want Brandon Mann, the punter. Bryce Hall is gone. Jets. Good job, Jets. I know. When was the last time we had a true defensive tackle? It's been forever. Yeah, Luke Gifford. I won't forget Luke Gifford. It's my boy. Oh, they letting them smoke weed now? Yodas? Did the NFL say they can smoke weed? Yes, we can. Yes, we can make the playoffs this year. Yeah. No Greg Hardy. That was Brad. That was my lowest point as being a Cowboy fan. It was during the Garrett era, and I was done with the Garrett era back in like 2013 or something. I was done with the Garrett era. No, actually, I never really started with the Garrett era. So it just went down from that point. And when we got Greg Hardy, it was just the lowest of low. It was the lowest of low. I couldn't with that guy. I really couldn't. And now I hope the person who taught him how to MMA fight, I hope that dude sleeps well at night because you taught a crazy person how to kill somebody with their bare hands. They say they're not testing for weed anymore. Good. I mean, they had to. They had to because I think I said this all the time. If you are in California, weed is one thing. When you're in South Carolina or North Carolina, or South Carolina mainly, weed is a whole totally different thing. You could be in the car playing for the Chargers or the Rams. You could be out here. You could be in the car with your cousins or somebody, and they're driving, and somebody gets stopped by the cops, and they had just went to a dispensary and got weed or whatever. It's just going to be a regular stop. It may be a fine or something like that. But what it's not going to do, it's not going to hit the newspapers. It's not going to hit the news or anything like that. And that player will never, ever, 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 ever get in trouble. Now, and he was just in the car. He's not even smoking, not even doing anything, just in the car. Now, in South Carolina, a dude can play for the Panthers and can be in the car with his cousin, and his cousin can be go have weed, or he can have weed. He don't even know he had weed in the car. That dude gets stopped, busted, and both of the guys be on the news because you got a Carolina Panther in your car. Then he's in the news. Then you might not get anything done to you legally. But what is the Roger Goodell's rule that if you bring any negative light on the league, you're subject to suspension. So you'll probably get suspended by the league. So it was very unfair. So that is a step in the right direction. And then on top of that, with medical, you have players just shooting themselves up with pain stuff, and the advancements with CBD, and you cannot keep CBD away from players because sometimes, but with some people, it doesn't work for everybody, but some people it works for, some people it don't. You can't take that option away from a human being that's having pain. If they have pain and there's a natural remedy or whatever, and they can put on that pain or whatever, you have to let them be able to take it. You can't say no or whatever or whatnot. So that was another thing with this whole weed thing. So that's a smart thing. And we might get Randy back. Yeah, hot boys, please go away. No more hot boys. Yeah. Can somebody talk to D-Law down and say no more hot boys? My thoughts on Gallimore. Brent Hagee, it's hard for me to have any kind of umph about anybody on Oklahoma's defense, but his measurables look very Gerald McCoy-ish. So Gerald McCoy can work with that guy. Very good on that. Very good. Robinson looks like he's big enough to be able to be moved around in the secondary. He seems like a nice piece of clay. You know what I'm saying? That at 6'1", over 6'2", over 200 pounds. Very good choice, and hopefully they can do something with it. Tyler Badass, you know I like him. I mean, that was the biggest reaction of a third day selection since Dak Prescott. So that was my thing. And now coming up, I want I still want a tight end, but all my tight ends are gone now, except for hold on, Hunter Bryant is still there, right? Kenny Robinson, Panthers. Colton McKivitz, 49ers. Dolphins, Jason Strowbridge finally went from North Carolina. Tyler Johnson just went. Going for Tom Brady, another weapon for Tom Brady. Travis Gibson, Keith Ishmael, Daniel Thomas, safety Auburn. Bryce Hall to the Jets. I was hoping for Bryce Hall that he would fall. Nick Harris is gone. But we already got a center. And Tyler Johnson just went. Redskins up. Kim died? I heard he was sick. I heard he was so sick that he didn't go to his grandfather's. They had a event for Kim's grandfather or whatever in North Korea, and they said he was so gravely ill that he couldn't get there. Ooh. You think the coronavirus was an attack to kill Kim? I can't believe I just said that on YouTube. Now they're coming to get me. He died on the death. Guess his sister's gonna lead. Yeah, North Korea might change big time. I wonder, was he killed? No, people like that he was very young. He was, 36. I wonder, was he killed? Because, he killed his brother-in-law. He killed, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, I can't wait to get off this and look into this situation. Oh, Trump lost a buddy. Yeah, Trump lost the lover. Somebody called Donald and make sure he didn't inject himself with some Lysol to try to make himself feel better. He choked on the Krispy Kreme donut. Whew. Now, can we get those missiles out the air? Thank you. I know who's like Japan is like, he's what? Because Japan used to be so upset because he would just send the missiles right over Japan. Yeah, check out Dennis. Dennis was crying for him. Dennis was on CNN crying for him. I wonder what did. Dennis will be at his funeral. Yep, Kim Jong. Your rocket man is no more, I think. Oh man, he's been brain dead, Maj. he's been brain dead. Wow, hey, hey. North Korea is going to have a female leader before the United States of America. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. North Korea is more progressive than us when it comes to women in power. Dennis Robinson, we're hurting. Yeah, they're very similar. Yeah, McCoy, we have a huge asset with McCoy. He died to a botched heart surgery. Come on, Cali Real. Come on, man. They took him out. They had a chance to take him out. They had a chance to take the crazy one out. Come on, man. That dude was killing his family members. He was killing his uncle. He was doing crazy stuff. He was sending missiles up. Come on, man. They had a chance. They took the shot. They took the shot. North Korea's door is going to open. This is not going to sit well for us here in the U.S. I don't know how it is, but T-757, get your popcorn ready. Oh, you give them 2 months to somebody to take the country, Death Star? I can see that. I can see that. A military coup? I can see that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They took the shot. They had to take the shot. Get the crazy guy out of here. Yeah, there's nothing they can do to you. I agree, Andre. Kim Jong saw the Eagles draft hurts and he said, "This is it." Now, exactly, Andre. Exactly. Now that is a legitimate issue. See, I'm not laughing. I will call him Mr. Vladimir Putin. Mr. Vladimir Putin is a real issue in the world. So yeah, if that happens, it will be something of a thing. But this guy, yeah, I'm sure because he was the craziest one, Patricio. He was crazier than his dad. He was just crazy. He was just very eccentric. But what about the surgeon? Yeah, exactly. That surgeon's got to be dead. I know a man's died. I shouldn't be laughing, but good gracious. Eagles up. Jake Fromm's coming. Hey, team needs, Mel. You don't have quarterback up there. Mel's horrible. Oh, this was our pick right here. Hello in Romania. that search is long gone. either he's been jetted out of the country by his friends and family, or he's done. Yeah, we traded up and got a center from Wisconsin. Who wants a center from Wisconsin? Why would somebody get a center from Wisconsin? Yeah, we having a good graph, Mr. TNA. Yeah, we got a badass center. I'm not. Yeah, we should be. But King James, we're talking about a King James. We're talking about a dude that just he killed his brother, his half brother. He killed his uncle. He killed people. I mean, he kills people like it's nothing. I mean, it's. I know we shouldn't be laughing, but whatever. Yeah, I think Cal. I don't think anybody. I think China's always been from my era, because China's always been like bad news. I've never known any like president that would. I mean, they were trying to have relations with China, because the relationships with the United States and China was so bad before, like we wouldn't even speak to each other, that the president started talking, and trying to maintain some kind of stuff. But China's always been, nobody talks like him. That's why it's different. Nobody actually says the words that he says. Nobody does that, but still, everybody knows China was bad news. All they do is, it's a black market. They just. Oh, Marquise Goodwin was traded to Philly. I'm not afraid of him. What's up? What's up, 1980? We had a good one this year. Now we just gotta have a season. We gotta have a season. We gotta see our boys. Death Star. Oh, yeah. Twitter is probably. We don't have to be crass and have horrible jokes. All we have to do is keep our mouth shut and go to Twitter. That's what's good with social media. We don't have to actually say stuff that's not right to say. We just go to Twitter and laugh. We have 179. We have the last pick in this draft, I think, unless it's gone. Yeah, we still have the last pick in this round. Boise State player is gone. Thank goodness. I was so scared. What's up, JVTV? Yep, just secretly hit the like button. Shango, how convinced were you the war with the Soviets was going to happen in the 70s and 80s? Well, I was too young to actually know, but that's all the parents and older people talked about. So yeah, they were freaked out. And we used to have bomb threats in school that we used to have to go underneath the table and all that kind of stuff, just like the smoke alarms and fire alarms. We're looking good, L4G. We got Tyler Badass, L4G. We got my boy Tyler Badass. We got him. We traded up in the 5th round to get Tyler Badass. Another center from Wisconsin. Yes, sir. It's a pretty. You got to be very lucky in a draft. 1980 and 17 was the sweet spot. Man, if we were 18, man, I swear we would have lost out. If one more spot down, we would have lost out. So we were very lucky. And just to think, if the Philadelphia Eagles had lost to the Dallas Cowboys at the end of the season last year, Jason Garrett would still be our coach. We would not have CeeDee Lamb, and we would have drafted Curtis Weaver in the 2nd round. Guaranteed. There goes Colin to the Jags. I want Hunter Bryant too, Bully Brock. Yeah, Marquise Goodwin is just the epitome of just speed. I'm not afraid of him. Man, just think if the Eagles had beat us. I mean, if we had beat the Eagles, we went on, got destroyed in the playoffs, so just like the Eagles. I hope that's best case scenario, Andre. Worst case scenario, he's going to be the third. He's going to be right there in the mix. Netane Mute. Donovan Peoples-Jones still there. The cops almost got caught up. Yeah, that was a crazy one, man. I love all these picks. I really do. Yeah, do not, no jokes on 20. You see, hey, if I start talking about 2020, I will not be laughing and I will not be mocking 2020 because 2020 has been the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Out here in LA, the coronavirus isn't a bad thing. Isn't a thing that's taken over our conversations and everything out here. It's still the Kobe thing. We're still reeling from Kobe Bryant over here. Cephas is finally gone. Who went to the Lions? We be right back. Moss is now, yeah. Now you go to Moss, but I definitely would do Hunter Bryant before I do Moss because I can actually see what Hunter Bryant can do. All right, look, man. This is, I mean, getting Jake Fromm now would be a killer. You think he's the next Slay? Steph Gaming? We'll see. I like his size. I like everything about him. He's fast and tall, and I love that. The Eagles just throwing darts at the day. Thank you, thank you. It's got some light on it today. It's got light on the light, the LED strips. They didn't work either. I've got to do something to extend those LED strips out to the front so I can show it at night, and then let the light shine back toward the star. So me and my dad is figuring out. He has a plan. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he has a plan. But what I do, I have my window open right here, L4G. I have my window open right here and the sunlight's coming in. So sunlight is hitting it. Yeah, Marquise Goodwin can't catch nothing. He's just speed. That's like, how would you feel? Tavon Austin is probably better. Tavon Austin is probably better than them. Hold on. Someone's coming to the door. Let me tell Mama Miss Evans coming to the door.
Someone's at front door.
The Eagles got Curtis Weaver. And she's gone. Mama, that's Miss Evelyn at the door. The Bills took from. Good job, Bills. Yeah, I got two Jalen. Jalen Rager, Jalen Hurts. Davion Taylor, Kayvon Wallace. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, Miami got Weaver. Okay. I was like, Weaver's not going to make the Philadelphia Eagles roster. As Carson Wentz stat again. Only quarterback ever. Carson Wentz is the only quarterback ever to have passed for 4,000 yards without having a receiver over 500 yards. I just don't know what that means. No, Weaver not bad. Philadelphia's defensive line just good. Where'd my music go? Y'all want some trap music? Let's do trap music. Who likes trap? For the last 10 minutes, we're going trap music. Jake from state of Georgia. There you go. Let's do some trap beats. Yeah, Wentz throws to Ertz and Goddard down the middle. Did I like the Tyler pick? Did I did. Yeah, I did backflips basically, Savage, when we got Tyler. Excuse me. Did I like the badass pick? Yes. Who are the Eagles getting? Yeah, I hope Hunter Bryant is still there. Hunter Bryant is like, he's something different. He's a tight end, and he's different than what's his face? John Hightower. It's a good play, good pick. I'm ready for Hunter Bryant. We're 10 picks, almost 10 picks away. John Hightower, Boise State. All right, woo. So now we for sure, because Hightower was the other Boise. Hightower is good at. He's a good receiver. Yeah, and Kyle Cullen, that's Djax. Djax is the best fast guy that's been in the league since Tyreek Hill. It's been Tyreek Hill. No, it's just been three. Everybody likes those little fast guys, but the only elite ones, Tyreek Hill, D-Jax, and Steve Smith. And Steve Smith is a different type. He wasn't one of those burners. So D-Jax is far better than any other fast guy that ever come through the NFL. So you got to put that on top. And that's what I said last night. How much better would our deep game be if we were throwing to a Deshaun Jackson? Because when you throw it to a Deshaun Jackson, all you have to do is just put the ball out there, and he'll figure out how to go get it. That's just what he does. Percy Harvin looks funny. He is ripped like he's ripped. His face looks old. So he looks old, and it looks weird because it's an older version of Percy Harvin. His body looks like it's a younger version of Percy Harvin because he's just like completely ripped, 6-pack or 8-pack or whatever, but his legs are this big. So he looks funny. And I was like, how can, oh, my car is nice. My baby's coming up in my car, pulling in the driveway with my car. I bought me a Audi e-tron, y'all. Right before the shutdown happened, I got an e-tron. Loving it. Hunter Bryant. Hold on. I said wifey's coming. That means close the door. It's about to get loud. Close the door. It's about to get loud. Close the door. It's about to get loud. 10 picks to go. Yeah, it wasn't because of his play just jab. The reason why Percy Harvin didn't last long. It was because of those migraines. Remember, he used to get migraines almost every week, and it would be a scratch off of a game because he had a headache. So I would want to know if he got that migraine thing fixed before I even think about anything else. How much horsepower on the e-tron? What? I don't know if they have horsepower. I don't know if it have horsepower on that. Wait a minute. E-tron. I don't know if they do that for electric cars. Oh, 355. It's 355. And it's that clean speed too. It picks up nice and fast. It's not as fast as like the Teslas are right now because, Audi will do the e-tron S, in the e-tron RS that's come on later on. And then when the e-tron RS comes out, I'll get the e-tron RS, and that's going to be just as fast as the high-end Tesla. But you get the entry-level Tesla X, the wing model, it's going to be just as fast as this one. I've been Beamer for like 10 years. I've been a Beamer guy for like 10 years, and this is my first Audi. Well, my second Audi. My wife had Audi, so I wasn't really mine. Yeah, the Eagles had problems with receivers that can't catch, so they go get Marquise Goodwin, who can't catch. Who really can't catch. Aguilar, Amari Cooper had more drops than Aguilar last year. It was just like they had to use Aguilar as an excuse. Did you hear that? Did you hear my son? He come running in. Kai, I got you some flowers. Makes me smile. Oh, the Ravens gonna take him? No, they didn't. Oh, that seems like something the Ravens would do. Hunter Bryant is who I need right now. I did too, Leadfoot. American muscle cars. No, but I love muscle cars. My last BMW was, you can see it, you can look at on my Instagram. It was the most beautiful thing in the world. It was the black M3. It was the last of the big body in 2013. Before they start making the M4s with that lawnmower engines and all that kind of stuff. It was the big body M3. It had the BMW exhaust on it, so it sounded like a monster. It was 440 something horsepower because everything, it was a street legal race car. And it just like, I was an a-hole driving around with that thing. It was all black kidney grill, and black carbon fiber on the roof and all that kind of stuff. Beautiful car. But I like my electric better now. And I love that car. They did Dwight Williams. I have there was a YouTube video when the 2014 BMW M3s came out, M4s came out, and they had a side by side of one. The sound of the 2013 and the sound of the 2014, and the sound of 2013 was like really, and then 2014 they just replaced the picture of the car with a lawnmower and had the sound. it was golden. Because my car without the sound, yeah, the E92, exactly, Ty. It was the last of the E92, the last of the E92s. She's upstairs. No, Hunter Bryant is still there for us. No, who is on our roster? Matthew Mariano. What tight ends are on our roster? And we don't have one proven tight end on our. We don't have one proven tight end on our roster, Matthew Mariano. We need more competition at the tight end position. We love Jarwin, but he let an old man come and sit him down. Jarwin is a beast, but Jarwin let Witten sit him down. You know what I'm saying? So there is a chance that he's not that good as we think he is. Or, Garrett just held him back stupidly, but Jason Witten still got took his reps. And so you let an old man like Jason Witten take your reps, you're not that good. You need somebody to push you. You're not good enough for you not to have any competition, that's for sure. And you ain't done nothing. I love some Blake Jarwin, but you can't just give him the job with nobody pushing him, nobody behind him. Behind him, he has Dalton Schultz, and Dalton Schultz don't have any snaps under his wing, and that's it. We don't have any more tight ends. Who are the tight ends on our roster? People said it twice. Who are the tight ends? We got Dalton Schultz that doesn't have a catch. And we got Jarwin, and that's it. That could have been the point with Garrett. But my point is, it could have been that he wasn't good enough to sit Witten down. Yeah, tight end, obviously. Oh, we got Blake Bell from Kansas City blocking tight end. I tell you, our tight ends, there's not a one. We have at tight end. We have one player at tight end that has showed glimpses. We've got one player. This is. I'm telling you how we get over. We get us as Cowboy fans. We elevate our players way too high all the time because we know them and we think they can do good or whatever. But when you look in the reality of the things, Jarwin has not done really anything yet. We hope and we think he has, but he hasn't. And behind Jarwin is nothing. And you look at teams like the New England Patriots who know how to draft, just keep drafting tight ends and competing them against each other, so they always have some killer tight ends there because tight ends do a lot of work for you. Witten was averaging 3 yards per catch, and you can't beat that out. I mean, either Witten has some serious control over the coaches or something. Well, that's good. If y'all are telling true and saying Garrett wasn't going to take a future Hall of Famer off the field, no matter good he is, well, that's good that Garrett's wrong because that's dumb. That's absolutely dumb. People do it all the time. When players are aging in their careers, Hall of Fame or not, if somebody is playing better than that player sits down. Whether you're O.J. Simpson back when he was sitting down, or anybody else, if you choose to still play like Jason Witten, when you choose to come back, when it was time for you to leave and you choose to come back, then a real NFL coach would treat you like a regular player. And if you cannot cut it, if your guy behind you is playing better than you, I'm not going to just start you because, oh, he's a future Hall of Famer. I got to start him.
What y'all talking about?
A tight end situation.
Or y'all, what round are they on?
Mom, can we hang out in the sand next
Thank you.
Can we hang out?
No sand at the beach right now, girl.
Sorry, I messed up the show.
No, so you're welcome. No problem, Kai Kai. Peoples Jones. Yeah. Witten couldn't beat Rich Eisen in the 40. We got exactly, Brad. Witten can't beat Rich Eisen in the 40. Jason Gaddell. We got to keep playing him, man. He's Jason Witten. Exactly. Now that's true. Exactly. Huggy Pacino said that's not true because Des Bryant would have said it. Absolutely. Snake Lee. Yeah, Witten. Yeah, Witten will never be a commentator, and that's true. Yes, Cowboys. The draft is very good. You got your Clorox chewables. Chick-fil-A time. As soon as we get this pick, that's perfect timing. We got 5 more picks. The Eagles, who are the Eagles going for now? The Eagles got a lot of picks right now. Donovan Peoples-Jones, he might go to Philadelphia. Cal, he may not have said that, but did you see the doctor's faces when he was talking? Did you see that lady's face, the female doctor? She was like, what am I dealing with? She was like, it's so hard because you have to be respectful when he's talking and all that kind of stuff, but oh. Dez should write a book to give us the inside book of Jason Garrett. You know who else? No, Dez should collaborate with T.O. They should, man, Dez, Dev Star Omega. We need to do this. We need to get Dez and T.O. together to write a book about Jason Witten and Romo and Jason Witten on the Cowboys because both of them have 2 different stories. That's a good idea. We're not dogging Witten like that, LJFL. I'm trying to make a point on the tight end position because we in Cowboy land historically overestimate our players' ability because we like them so much and we think they can do all this kind of stuff and we see them as better players than they actually are, when in reality they're not actually that good. And when we see that Jarwin did not beat out Jason Witten for whatever reason. Hopefully we can blame this on the coach as well, so that the coach is stupid or whatever, but it is what it is. Jarwin got his time eaten into by Jason Witten. Is it a situation where Jarwin could be Travis Kelce and Witten would have came in here and ate up Travis Kelce's work until he get it? Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for, but we don't know that. So we're gonna be starting with that guy, and then behind that guy is no one proven. It's a guy that it's two blocking tight ends. The one we got from Kansas City, and then Dalton Schultz has. I mean, we showed Dalton Schultz has injury problems, and he's done nothing in camp. He hasn't even, and the times I've seen him in camp, he hasn't looked strong. And that's your backup tight end. That's your number one tight end if something happens to Jarwin. So I just don't understand the saying we don't need a tight end. We got them when we have probably the worst going into the NFL. We have the worst tight end group in the NFL. Until Jarwin actually put numbers on the field and actually put numbers in stat columns and stuff like that, we have the worst set of tight ends in football. Period. Bring back Michael Bennett. No. He has a real Greg Hardy feel to me, but he's not Greg Hardy. Yeah, Dez and T.O. make a cowboy book. All from a different perspective, because I know they'll see certain things that other people ain't gonna see. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call Dez and T.O. I'm gonna say, y'all, Cowboy fans need to know your perspective of all this quarterbacking thing that you guys went through. We want to know. No, Lamb is not returning kicks like that should be Pollard's job, Tiara. Here she comes. What happened?
One of your chicken minis.
Huh?
Kai wants one.
You know I can't say no to you.
Yay.
I only have go ahead, Edie, take it, hurry, take it.
Right, Doc, get out of there.
Yay.
Come on.
Roger. What? Roger.
You say hi to your dad?
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Jarwin had 3 touchdown games. Yeah, I mean, we all have faith in Jarwin. We all do. And I hope what Dev Star said, Jarwin blows it up and puts Hall of Fame numbers in the coming season, and that is. But still, he doesn't have a backup. Yeah, look what they left me, Matthew Mariano. Look what they left me. Look what they left me. This is what I got. This is what I have to eat right here. They destroyed them. And I'm like a stupid dad. I'll make sure everybody in the house eats before I eat. I make sure everybody the kids and everybody eat. Like my dad, he ate, and then everybody else ate whatever was left around. No, Dwayne Harris does not play anymore. Yeah, they left me a box, Dad, Jack. The kids left me a box. Thanks, T. Gibbs. Hey, that's on me, Dad. They gave me the food. I didn't eat it. Hey. What they used to say back in the day, keep your eyes on your fries. Hey, luckily the SUV generation keeps me away from the minivans, Jack. Yeah, can we get Rico back? I would love one. I would love either Brait or Howard would be awesome for me. Either Brait or Howard. What? Colin Johnson. Oh, here's Colin Johnson. He's gonna have that. They're gonna show that catch. Oh, his dad used to date a cheerleader, huh? His dad was going in on a cheerleader. He looked just like his dad. Colin Johnson. You got to see this catch out of side, Jesse Holly. There they go, abusing that OU defense. Every time I see a highlight that's against Oklahoma defense, there it is again. He's abusing Oklahoma defense. If you look at everybody's highlight, you look at everybody's highlight reel. they're blowing up Oklahoma's defense. There he is, blew up Gladney. Gladney had no choice. There he goes, blowed up Gladney again. Gladney, you got burnt twice. Now I'm glad we didn't get Gladney. Colin Johnson's eating you up, and Colin Johnson got picked in the fifth round. Yeah, we should have got Colin Johnson. He was destroying Gladney, Country TV. Yeah, straight out of Visa said you got to establish dominance and let them watch you eat first. But you know what? We're so weak in America. Americans are so weak and soft and fragile. Yeah, you're right. Stop talking about your long arm. No, I was talking about OU, Ozai Jackson. I'm talking about, yeah, OU's offense was a monster. OU's defense, good. Gee. All right, okay. All right, we're on the board here. Cowboys are coming. I'm gonna do my curls. These are the curls I have to do now that I can't come in the gym. Woo! Ah! 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 I can only do 5 because my hands start slipping. We'll do more later. Shango home workout program. Grab everything and anything out around your house and just start lifting it. Let's get Moss. Hunter Bryant is who I really want. Meathead Shango. Those are like 40 something pounds there, I would think. It's just they're awkward to lift because of the handles. Now you want to go to Chick-fil-A? Hunter Bryant is here. Let's do it. Let's get me a tight end so I'll be happy. See, I had to explain to everybody how we needed a wide receiver because everybody was like, we don't need a wide receiver. We got 2. Now we got like exactly Jack. Now we got 3 elite wide receivers. If Amari sits out the 4th quarter of a Philadelphia game now, we still got 2. About 10, yeah, that's all. So yeah, that's about 30 something. Those are 3 gallons. So that's like 30 something pounds plus or a little bit more. But it's awkward of the way you lift them. Yeah, patented lifting equipment. Who we getting, Tropical Mayhem? We're getting Hunter Bryant. 6'2", tight end. Donovan Peoples-Jones, I like him, but we just... I'm just looking for people that might be able to get on the field, you know? Donovan Peoples-Jones, it would be hard for him to get on the field if we draft him right now. If we draft Hunter Bryant, then there is a significant chance that Hunter Bryant will beat out Dalton Schultz and Blake Bell. There's a significant chance that he'll beat those two out and become our backup tight end. Now, if he's better than Jarwin, if he pushes Jarwin, if he's better than Jarwin, then that's just a plus. We have 2. Then we have, and in my opinion, you need 2 tight ends. Chiefs pick is in. Watch Chiefs get him. Watch the Chiefs get him. No, they didn't. They got Mike Dana. We only got 1 proven defense in. Very true. But remember though, like I said about the draft and how people say, you know, we need help on our defense. We needed to draft defense. If you draft defense, the help comes 2 and 3 years down the road. Like right now, we're getting the help that we got when we drafted Cheeto and all those guys or whatever. DeMarcus Lawrence took, 3 years before his passing rushing ability flourished or whatever. So we do have a couple of guys that have been in our organization for a few years that are coming up the blocks that could be the next DeMarcus Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? That is a more probable path than us drafting a rookie out of this draft and him getting, 10 sacks or something like that. Dallas is up. Cowboys are on the clock. Round 4. No, they moved out of the 5 up into 4 to get Tyler Badass. The pick is in. And then I go eat my Chick-fil-A, what's left of my Chick-fil-A. My couple of Chick-fil-A nuggets. Bradley Anae would work for me. Netane Mute would work for me. Netane Mute would work for me. Donovan Peoples-Jones would work for me. Hunter Bryant would work for me. Where we going? Lamar Jackson will work for me because I just would want a Lamar Jackson on my team. The pick is in. The pick is in. If it's an A, it's the number one guy on the board. Is it an A? Is it an A? Is it an A? Or how you pronounce his last? Bradley an A, defensive end, Utah. Good job. Good job. And that's another one. This is another one that you can put in the machine, and hopefully in 2 years you'll have a monster right here with an A. That's very good. All right, we're in the round 6. We don't have any. We're done. We're done until round 7 now, aren't we? Oh, we needed that. We'll trade for a tight end. I just don't. With everything I got, I don't believe that we're going to go into the season with our current tight ends. $4,940. No Boise so far. All right, guys. That's it for me. I'll make a video later on tonight and talk about all these players and everything. And great draft, man. Great draft. All right, guys. I'll holler at you later. Thank you for coming. Thank you for this was one of the best for me. This was one of the best draft, and I had to deal with my allergy coming into it. It's cleared up now, but I had to deal with all that kind of stuff, fighting to get to all that stuff, making sure this thing was set up like it was or whatever. You guys were great. I have the greatest time when I'm here talking draft, because I'm a draft nut. So I have such a great time talking to other people who are crazy enough to know all these players every single year. You're crazy enough to know all these players like I am, and we can do this, and then we can go through the season, and I watch games with you guys. This is the best thing in the world, and I appreciate it, and thanks for hanging out with me. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.